Charlton, you'd see me, Ep3.
Yeah.
He was the one. It was almost he was the one that made me believe that I had something. David Pleat was in there. David Pleat's gone, you put them off, come and play a game, and then we'll talk. In my head, I thought there's nothing to lose. They want you tomorrow, they're going to want you the next day. Fulham, West Ham. West Ham was another one because there was a pathway. Oh, and Leeds was the other one. But they just signed, Lennon was there, and he just signed a 7-year deal. It's better to have two options rather than one. When I came back to Tottenham, I came back with like a target on my head. In football's one of the only sports where the players get more than the management. Even in everything. It's part of the job. If you don't like it, then don't do it. Sometimes it can be that false hope because you could be there training with them, but also be nowhere near it. The thing is, so many people take offense at that, and I don't understand why, because not everybody loves their job.
It's true.
They're just lucky enough to have a job that pays really well.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to love it. Just because the fan loves it, he loves it, but you don't have to love it.
Of course.
If it's going to put money in your pocket, then
Who made me laugh like that? Who was it? The Spurs as well.
Yeah.
Bro,
Enough man have said that though.
When
Danny Rose said the same thing.
No, but when he said them times, remember he saying it about
funny enough, all these men have been at Tottenham as well.
Is this what they do in their waters? You don't want to drink their water.
It's the golf course. As soon as you go in, it's guys.
You don't want to drink the water. You don't want it. Because it's the same.
Yeah.
I didn't understand how a fullback could tell me when I come off that pitch, it's done. No, it's done. I'm not going on to watch no huddle or PMA or none of that to watch go and watch my game back to see what I need to improve. I've done my job. I've done my hour.
You probably don't even look at the results.
Yeah.
Go again.
Match of the day's done. I'm not looking.
No, I'm not watching match of the day.
I'm not even
picking up the Sunday papers to hear what they're going to say about me. I'm not interested.
Yeah.
I've come to do a job.
But the thing is, football turns you like that. Football can turn you like that because it's a business. And the way that they can treat people. Like Danny Rose, I guarantee you at one stage, Danny Rose loved football.
Of course.
100%.
He wouldn't have
but
been.
now, it's turned him into a place where, you know what, if I could stop tomorrow, I probably would.
Yeah.
But it pays me well, so I'm going to
continue
rinse it until I can.
Yeah.
Because that's what most people would do.
Because right now, what is he doing? He's sitting at home collecting his money. He's still at Tottenham.
Yeah.
He didn't get him off. Yeah.
So he's still going to stay at home. He's still going to earn. Do you get what I mean? But what is he now going to feel about the game?
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
And people in it.
And
Do you
people
understand? And people he has to deal with within the game.
Yeah.
That frustration.
So obviously you said no to Stevenage, no to
Haybridge Swifts.
You don't even know the name.
No, bro. I was about to say Havering. I was like, what? I said Amy Smith. I don't know about that.
So kill me.
What's the conversation in terms of you getting out now? Like you're done. I'm not having this no more.
Like, this is enough now. Like, obviously you've just signed Lennon and Ravage.
Yeah.
There's no, I don't see a pathway now because they've just blocked it up and they're of similar age. It's not like they're on their way out.
Yeah.
They're of similar age. So it was kind of like, it was inevitable that you can't stay there because you'll just be staying there for the tag, the name of belonging to a club.
And you still dealing with you.
Yeah.
And you had like a year left. 2 years left. Yeah. Okay.
So
decent payout.
Yeah, I got out of there, man.
We said nice little check.
And that smile as well, man. Smile after that. Yeah. Just me.
So they agreed to let you go and just paid you out.
At first they didn't, but then I was just
persistent with it.
Yeah, just being like they knew that I was being disruptive at some stages.
Yeah.
And like I had people like do you remember Sean Davis?
Yeah. Come on, Bevan boy, just letting everyone know.
Yeah. So
hold on. See again the stitch up,
Ernest. You forgot Ernest.
The big up.
Ernest Bevan, sorry, but we can say Bevan because we went there. We can say Bevan.
Now do you hear this now?
The rest who don't have to put Ernest at the beginning.
Sorry, no disrespect.
But Sean Davis, can't forget him.
He was at Tottenham at the time. He came from Fulham.
Yes.
And obviously I knew him outside of football.
Yeah.
So it was like I had a face from home kind of thing. And like he proper looked out for me. And like tried to help me out, and because he could see where they was doing me wrong, but they could see where I was reacting as well, because he's older.
Yeah.
And he's seen.
He knows it.
Yeah. So he used to kind of look after me and try to guide me because he was there. Like, obviously my uncle could only do so much from the outside. He's there. And
But
you
he's
see
there.
what's going on
Which
there.
is brilliant.
Yeah. So and you need people like that when you're at that age in them
100%.
clubs, because it's a lonely place sometimes.
100%.
Although you got people around you, they're all after your shirt.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Definitely.
So he helped me a lot, but it was still, I needed to get out because I was flogging a dead horse. Like, I was there for.
It was toxic for you.
Yeah.
It was toxic being there for you.
Yep, and it was only going to get worse. And then in the long run, it was only going to hinder me going elsewhere, because obviously people talk.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know it.
that was one of the main things for me leaving and going abroad.
What made you, before you went abroad, was there any, was there interest
Was
from...
there a thought pattern?
Yeah, you know what it was? See, if I'm honest, it was more me being too proud, where like clubs would be interested, but want me to come and train for a week or whatever. And because I was, because people knew me, it was like if I went to their club and trained, that's me. I failed, because he was gone from there to coming to train at our club.
Yeah.
You're looking at it from your standpoint is look at my CV.
Yeah. I'm almost being too proud.
Yeah.
So obviously that can go against you, but that was one of the main reasons why I thought, you know what, let me just come out of it altogether, like the bubble.
Yeah, come out of that setup.
Yeah, let me just come out of that and go abroad.
So was it your decision to go abroad?
Yeah.
Okay.
And how did you get that link?
So it was through my uncle, but the guy that was out there, the manager, was English,
Right.
and his agent was the old Aston Villa scout that first took me to Villa.
Okay.
Yeah.
See how things link now.
No, but
Yeah.
people
So,
move in it.
Trust me.
so yeah,
So it's not good to burn a bridge.
Yeah, you understand?
Trust.
So that's how that one.
Yeah, that's how it happened.
And when did you go first?
I went out there in December, to meet the people, because their pre-season started in January.
Oh, yeah.
It goes from January till end of April. A long pre-season. But
And their season's what? May?
it's like the MLS
April?
League, Summer League.
Oh, it's like Summer League.
Yeah. Yeah, so I went out there then, met everybody, done the deal, and then come home for Christmas, and I went back out there in January.
Okay.
So, but it was, to be fair, the first couple of months I hated it.
And where was you first?
A team called Sundsvall.
Okay.
It was like about 3 or 4 hours from Stockholm, I think.
Oh, so you was
So you're out there. You're way out there.
You was in the country.
Yeah. It was like, the town it had a good town.
Yeah.
But it was tight. Like, everybody knew everyone. Like,
Yeah.
And the first 4 months, it was snow. And it's getting dark at like 2:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, wow.
And obviously you're just training, going home, training. Just
Yeah, that's a lot.
But once the summer started coming about, and then you could go out and then you meet people, and then meet people outside of football, and then it's not the same because you spend the whole time with these people. So it gets a bit jarring, but in the end, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Right.
I was there for 2 years.
All right.
Yeah, 2 years. And then joined another team over there.
Straight after, or you took a little break?
No, I think I can't remember. I went to Finland for a year.
Yeah.
Didn't like that.
Finland.
Yeah,
What was it? Weather, culture?
Everything, just backwards, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mad. And then went back to Sweden for another year.
Yeah.
Which was good because obviously I knew I understood the language. I understand.
Who's that with Young Skill?
Sheila, yeah.
Or Young
Sheila, yeah.
Wrong shit, I'm gonna say Young Skill, yeah. When I say it's an LJ so I'm gonna say Young Bun, so I'm saying the Young, I'm saying that properly.
Man rolled it off. You see how man rolled it off his tongue?
I say Young Sugar.
Man said Young Sugar.
I just said it nice.
Young Sugar.
Yeah, but he's a to the culture, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, all right, we the Swedish show now. All right.
Yeah, I was with them.
Yeah. Yeah, that was alright. That was alright. But it was one thing about going abroad is I feel like because in England it's a rat race. There's so many players.
Mm-hmm.
Once you go abroad, you're out of sight, out of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Unless you're like obviously Sancho, who's the elite.
Yeah.
Like people even like Frimpong and that was at Arsenal that went abroad. No one don't even know where he is now.
He's retired, you know?
Yeah.
Huh?
He's retired.
Oh, I see him on one TV thing talking about
knee injury, yeah.
But see what I'm saying? As soon as he went abroad,
yeah,
no one don't care about him. It's finished.
Yeah. The impact has to be massive for people to say, all right, cool.
Yeah.
He's justified his reason for going over.
Yeah, like he scored 30 goals in whatever league he's got.
Yeah.
And that's it's like the conversation I have with him. It's like with a lot of these boys now, because they've seen what Sancho's done.
Yeah.
Because
I'm going to Germany. I'm going France. I'm going here.
It sounds nice. It sounds nice, but even with Sancho himself, he had to the certain sacrifices that took place that he's had to make. It's not as easy as going from Croydon to Enfield.
100%.
It's not that. It's the whole different. You're learning a new language, and you know us like Londoners, we're ignorant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is, everything's English. You have to speak English. Everything's like that. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why I respect Noni.
Yeah, I forgot.
At PSV.
Oh, yeah.
From Tottenham.
Yeah, like, he had to get out. Oh, sorry. Like, I didn't even, I got...
Tottenham?
I hung myself with that one. But he had to get out because he had to play. And now we're talking about an 18-year-old playing first team football at PSV, which is what?
That he would never be getting if he
top
stayed.
three.
Nah.
What?
Definitely.
It's to be in the 18s.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Missing about with the 23s maybe.
Yeah.
But nowhere near the first team.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know? So...
But it's weird because unless you go to like a team or a country that we in this country deem as respectable, even if you do well at that club,
it doesn't matter.
They don't care.
Yeah.
Because you ain't done it here. That's where we're ignorant. We think it's either this way or no way. Like no one... And it's slowly changing, but still, Sancho, they'll never see him as top unless he comes back here.
Come back here,
Which is ignorant. Because we ain't winning Champions Leagues all the time.
And it's funny, it's like the conversation when people say, oh, but has Messi done it in the Prem? I'm like, are you serious? Like, you're going to discredit what he...
It's a mindset, though.
So Danny Ings and Vardy can do it here, but Messi can't.
Yeah.
Come on.
But they'll go over to Spain and be racking up goals like, no, they won't.
It's mad.
Because you have to understand.
The mindset is
it's
mad.
the fan and the coach and the, you know, it's how it goes.
So you've done the second stint in Sweden.
Yeah.
Obviously that's come to an end. But like, you see as you start to filter down into like the lower leagues and the non-leagues, is it a thing of you saying to yourself, all right, let me just hang in there because it's a job? Or are you just trying to find that love again by just maybe just seeing if I can find my level and just be consistent?
No, just job. Yeah.
It's become a job.
It's become a job.
It's just now wages.
Yeah.
And making sure that you can pay the bills.
So it's gone from... So has the love of Owen playing football gone and it's now Owen the footballer?
It's weird, because when I came back, it was that.
Which one?
Just for the money.
Yeah.
But then... But that's when I was of an age where I could still earn good money playing probably part-time football, non-league.
Yeah.
But then as you go lower, when you're about to finish, that's the love.
Okay.
Because you're travelling places on a Tuesday night, you don't get home to the morning. And so, do you know what I mean?
I must be doing this for something.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
So that mind, when did that hit? Was it when you got to... Because I feel like obviously Greenwich Borough, Chatham...
Yeah, probably around that time.
Yeah. So we're talking about 2016 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, not so long ago, to be fair.
Yeah, probably around that time.
Yeah. And then that's when it started to just say, look, I'm just gonna...
I wanna go into... Do you know what? It's weird because I've been floating between coaching, managing, and helping young players as well.
In terms of when you say helping young players, advisory type. Yeah. Okay.
But I'm saying, where did you get that thought pattern from?
And before you get that thought pattern, did you ever think you'll be a coach in your playing days?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Where did you get that thought pattern?
A lot of them don't. Yeah,
but that's why we heard that as well. That's why I'm saying, where did you get that thought pattern? Because most
comes
players,
with maturity, I think.
Most players look. What we've spoken to, most players look and go, you know what? I'm not being the coach because the coach is an idiot. Not in that way, like a coach is
but then you need to break the mold. There has to be at some point that you always get one player that's had one coach that, you know what, that's my guy. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
100%.
So
100%.
you can be that person for that player.
Definitely.
And more time, it's the same coach that most people say about that they've had. So you can do it, but it's just some people like, I feel like some people put their own egos before what they want to come from a player in terms of results and...
Brilliant.
Do you know what I mean? So sometimes...
Brilliant.
It's not...
That's honest.
Yeah.
That's honest.
Definitely.
That's wholeheartedly honest because that's the truth. A lot of these academy coaches, they're not looking about the development of players. No. They're looking at results. And I remember that. I'm not going to say, but I remember it. And
it's like that now.
And the coach wouldn't change the team.
Yeah.
It's like
the
that
team
now.
was the same. Certain boys got their little 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Parents started getting frustrated. Yeah. But he had a formula with those 11 boys and it worked for him. Yeah, we got good results. He beat the top clubs and
It looks good for him.
But it...
and you know what? It's good. No, it's actually true.
But as how we said it, it's good for him.
Them.
And knocked it on the head.
No, but it's because I can reflect in. Obviously, I've come from a coaching background. I remember my stint at Everton, coaching. By the way, not playing.
Here we go.
But yeah,
you must be the centre back, mate.
We went. I remember went to a tournament with the under 12s, 13s, Beerbeck in Belgium. Like big experience. And then I remember we're in a group with, so it was a couple of the local teams. Then you had like Villarreal, PSV, Anderlecht and that. And then I remember we played, it's Ghent, not as Genk and as Ghent.
Genk and Ghent.
So we played them and it was like the coaching was like, they had these balls that they were kicking at the beginning just the way the setup was. Whereas the coach was just, I'm not going to say he's the coach now, he's like, look at them over there, like, we're going to smash them, look all that soft stuff. Then we played Man City, and if you would have thought it was a Premier League game. You would have thought it was like
the hustle and bustle.
Pep and Ancelotti, and it's like, or Pep and Mourinho, that is proper like right from thinking, but then we got to the semis. No, City got to the semis and they played PSV. If you just see how calm and relaxed the PSV coach, and it was like one boy must have tried, he done a wrong ball, and then when it was out of play, he just called him and said, "You just going like this, like that," and just say, "Relax, go and do it again." Whereas the City was like, "Come on, guys, like, we got to get this goal," and they played good football, but it was like the methods were different. One's about result, the other one is just about let's develop.
One's like playing like a control.
And the other one is just saying, look, we got to, let's develop this and let's push on.
Ajax. Because one year, the boy was going away and we was linking this Ajax team. They're under 13s now. Got some players in there, boy. But I'm watching this team and I'm just watching and I'm watching how the coaches are interacting with these boys. And I'm talking about over here, it's like, you can't really touch no one, Don't get too close. Safeguarding. Forget COVID. I'm just talking like in general. Don't get too close. Where see a man grabbing man scoring goals, gripping him, picking him up, and giving him that kind of confidence to let's go again. Let's do this again.
Like when you were at Tottenham at 16, you probably when you're playing 16s on a weekend, you might play a Cat 1, so like an Arsenal or something. How many? On average, how many fans were there? How many were there? A couple hundred, right? Yeah. At Schalke, they have fans of about 5,000 from like 16. They have small stadiums.
No.
So it's the mindset of getting them ready for the atmosphere.
This is what's going to be happening.
You get what I'm saying? Whereas here, you've got the the what's it called?
FA
The,
Cup,
no,
FA
no, no.
Cups.
You got the security man on the gate hassling you,
leave
but
it.
you're on that £10. Like your job ain't that serious,
It's
big
not
man.
that
Just
deep. Yeah,
relax.
it's not that deep.
Because if the player's gonna go, the player's gonna go. You're not. You're just gonna get a pat on the back.
Yeah,
Because
it's
they ain't
not that
putting no
deep.
more peas in your pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I get again. It's over
You
here.
know
It's
this
like,
co-host of mine, you know.
no, but
You
it's
know him, you know.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like
it's true.
the model over here. It's like we try to copy the Europeans at times, but it's
we
like
can't.
we can't because
can't.
it's
not authentic for us.
Yeah, it's not.
Because we're like kids, like, it's mine.
Yeah.
It's mine.
Yeah.
He's not going here.
He's not.
But you know that if I was at, for example, you're at Charlton, but Charlton are making it difficult, but for you to have a better opportunity at Tottenham.
It's mad.
But it's a better opportunity. And it's not like to say there's not money going into their pocket because there is. Yeah, but there's a better opportunity for you, but they're iffing and butting about it.
Yeah.
And I don't ever understand that because, as you said, it all then becomes about results.
Yeah.
It doesn't become about the welfare of the boy, the benefit to the boy, what it can do for the boy. Do you know what I mean?
They're not interested.
No.
Not interested.
So wait, before we even go on, when you got called up for the England schoolboys, what was that? What was that like? And what age was that?
I played 15, 16 and 17s
Oh,
for
lovely.
them.
3 years.
3 years, that's good.
It was good. It was different because it was like
It was your group.
That's what I was going. Did you go in there knowing, like looking at them?
the boys.
Were you like, were you confident saying, like, I'm definitely levels here? But who were you around?
In my team there was Rooney,
Yeah,
Milner,
yeah.
Cahill.
Not too shabby.
No. It was good.
Was Rooney? Did you see when you what Rooney then when he came in? Did you look at
Rooney
him?
was bad.
Yeah.
Was he?
Was he?
Yeah.
Nah.
Because
Owen,
that's not
Owen,
good.
Owen,
No, seriously.
You know that
Because
man
at
will
16,
say that, Rooney was bad, but I like to listen to players, honestly.
No,
so
Rooney was levels, bruv. He was.
you could see it.
Yeah.
You could see it.
Yeah. But it's weird because he don't play nowhere near. Like after, I'd say about 27, 28, his game completely changed.
100%.
Like he was like a little animal. He used to be like, but now, obviously, because he's getting older. But now he was. You could see.
He had one or two bad injuries as well, repetitive ones.
Yeah.
So obviously that's gonna play a spot.
You could see that he was
a terrier.
You can tell.
Yeah.
You can tell. You can
everywhere.
tell. Pitbull.
Everywhere. He just wanted to get on the ball, right? Wanted to run you down.
Yeah. And then you had Gary Cahill, right?
Yeah. Cahill.
Looking at Milner now, can you see why he's had a long career?
Yeah, he was built exactly the same.
Serious.
Like
tank.
Yeah. Yeah, proper. Been the same since Leeds.
And he ain't changed.
No.
I think that's the problem with that geezer, you know. Like, he has just been so...
I think he's in season 18, did they say?
18 or 19.
Something crazy.
And, you know, he's
at the top flight.
The
top flight. He's never dropped at the top flight. And at big clubs as well.
That's what I'm just about to say.
Villa, City, Liverpool,
come on.
And
elite places.
Fair enough, you wouldn't, how it's branded, you wouldn't put him in a world-class category, but world-class consistency, that's seasons. You don't hear that.
Hold on, you play Prem at 16.
At 16 and you're now 34.
Drop it out,
people don't do that.
People don't do that.
Drop it out.
People don't do that.
Drop it out.
For him to be like a utility man, he's all over the place. So
he's playing everywhere. and still stays relevant.
He's a freak.
Consistency.
Like that.
Nah.
They don't exist.
What, plays 11 positions? There's 10 positions and still remain relevant.
Mad.
Yeah,
come on, John O'Shea wasn't relevant.
No.
Yeah, for like 5 minutes.
You understand? John O'Shea weren't relevant.
So you played with them. What was that experience like playing all those three ages?
It was good. It was a different. It was weird because it was going into a place where you feel like you just never knew where you stood, like with the managers, because you feel like they didn't know you. So then you almost have to kind of... It was like being on trial somewhere.
I was just about to say
They don't let you in. They don't let you... They'll never come and sit you down and say, listen, this, and this. Because obviously they're not around you long enough to be able to start altering your game.
Yeah.
So it was weird because you just never... Like I said, you never knew where you stood. But yeah, it was a good experience.
But for you to
going
do
away,
3 years.
tournaments, and it was good, man. It was good. It was good, and it teaches you to be streetwise because the teams that you play against, they get taught to be streetwise from young, like
Definitely.
Spanish, Germans, Italians.
Definitely.
They're streetwise from...
Definitely. More so the South Americans, but I don't think you got to play them off.
No, we didn't play. But
100%.
They're like...
Just the way they play.
Just everything they do. Everything.
I'm gonna push. I'm down on the floor. But they know this. Even like I'm watching football now, and I say to my boy now, because he plays in midfield, and I say to him, listen, what you need to do indirectly is get the touch.
Yeah.
Tarek's the best. Tarek Lamptey now is the best.
On that first touch,
You get that. It's that, I call it the bum touch. But it's getting that touch. Either you get it to drop or you get it to use them to push off. And if you've got that right now, and that's being streetwise. And I'm saying a lot of those Italians and they had that long time. Long time ago where we're going, the English going, get up. And they're going, all right, mate. We 100%. Know what we're doing. There's a free kick at the 80-yard box, mate. And this guy can
What's
score.
His name was good for that as well, man. Hazard. Hazard was legendary for the just push his bum into you. And he's either holding man off or he's, as you say, using to roll someone. Or, I know where I am, I'm getting a free kick. Hazard was legendary for that.
We had to.
But yeah, so now you've done that. So coming fast forwarding, when did you realise that, you know what? This just ain't me no more.
No, there wasn't really a time where I thought, you know what, I don't want to ever do it. It was more of a thing where...
Okay, when is the time where you realise Owen the footballer, rather than you just playing football? When did you realise Owen the footballer, it's not happening for him no more?
Do you know what? If I'm one minute, it's probably when I came back from Sweden.
Oh, that far back? Wow.
Yeah. The
second stint in Sweden.
Because I was probably what?
So you're what? 30, 31?
Now?
No, then.
Oh, then, no. 20 something. But as in, I mean...
Oh, the first stint?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said second.
No, sorry, the second. But the second, I remember I was in Sweden for 2 years.
Yeah.
Then a year in Finland.
Yeah.
And then another year in Sweden.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So that fourth year now.
Yeah.
You're now looking at it.
Yeah. And then I'm thinking, I start to think to myself, how many people have come back from, say Scandinavia and come back to, I don't know, no one in the Prem, no one in the Championship, maybe League One, League Two. So then you have to start to be realistic of where your expectations are because no one's done it. Do you know what I mean? So then you have to kind of be realistic with yourself and think, I could probably stay out here for the next 10 years and have a good career, which a lot of English people have done, players. Or I could go back there where there's probably another 800 since you've left of you.
I allow it.
Do you know what I mean? Because that's how it is.
Yeah. That's
when you put it like that.
No, wait. It hit hard there. Even hit me hard there. That's why I had to say allow it because it hit me hard there.
That's how it is because they ain't, like I said, since the moment you leave, they don't think about you. You don't even cross their mind because this one's coming through or that one's coming through.
100%.
And that's the problem with English football.
So you already had that. In that mindset already.
Yeah. Because I looked at it, and some of the better players out in Sweden that were English didn't even want to come back.
Oh, really?
They set up life out there. They got kids, families. Yeah. So they already knew that once you kind of, because in England, no disrespect, but Sweden ain't respected as a footballing country, like Champions League. They don't do nothing. Like,
let's be honest. How many men from Sweden?
It's true.
I would have said Scandinavia, but how many men from Scandinavia has come to the Prem?
Like Rosenberg and all them teams there.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. Them kind of teams, Malmo.
No. How many players?
Yeah, but I'm saying the teams.
The team come over and get slapped.
They'll get poked up.
So who? But that's what he's saying.
But then,
and it's not even to the Prem. It goes like. It's like Sweden goes that way.
Yeah.
So it's like to Italy
Yeah.
or lower league of Spain.
Yeah.
And like that, it goes that way, diagonal. Like for us to go to, it's Prem's ignorant, you know?
Yeah.
Like people have to understand the Premiership
Super
is
ignorant.
It's like having dessert before breakfast.
100%.
And
All
you
the
just
time.
like, I just want this all the time. Like,
All
it's
the time.
sweet tooth.
No, it's all the
I
time.
got sweet tooth.
Yeah, like, I don't want the bangers and mash.
Don't give me vegetables.
None of that. I don't want all of that.
I want the waffle.
I want that every time with cream. With cream and syrup.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, come on.
So you can't, not say you can't, but...
No, but I get where it's coming from because the ignorance of the league.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? For real.
So you're now at another stage of your career now, as you just mentioned earlier, and obviously you had the decision between player representation, a manager, and a coach. What's your route? What's the route now?
Where are you?
Yeah,
I'm still in team. I'm still I'm assistant manager for a team over in Kent.
Okay, lovely.
But
what's that, Sunday League, or is that lower? What?
Kent Premier. So
okay.
There's teams like Chatham in that league and teams like that.
Okay.
But
you played for, right?
Yeah. But I'm still in two minds about the player stuff because I feel like I've got a lot to offer in terms of with players. But I just don't like
coaching or
no, as in looking after
them,
and just helping them.
Yeah, of course.
But I just hate that side of football.
The club interaction and
and the rats and the sharks and that kind of, that's the bit I don't like.
Yeah.
I think he said it as well, Marvin. That's what Marvin said, the same thing.
Yeah.
He hates it. Like you don't want to deal with
he just don't want to deal with it.
But the kids, that's wholeheartedly what you want to deal with. See what they need to do to develop. Helping them in the sense of what you can see them pushing on with. Yeah, I get that.
And to look after people that you can relate to because that's my field. I couldn't tell you about selling houses or I don't know about all that, but football I do. So I can, and there's a lot of agents that don't have the empathy because they've never been in football. Some of them have just been lawyers or whatever, and they're just seeing
the commodity and they want the bag. So let's go make some. Let's go. I see all the time.
100%. Yeah. Some of them ain't even got kids.
No.
You get what I'm trying to say? So that empathy's not there because that's money. And I've always said that when we talk junior men and we say concerning these boys, from when they sign that contract, their money.
The money,
and they're no longer, like I always say, my son's my son. And he'll never change from being my son. And I'll always be his dad. But the moment he puts on that kit and the moment he plays for that team and the moment we sign contracts, my son is a commodity.
100%.
And I take my son as a commodity when we go into them places. I don't take it as my son. Because the moment you take it as your son, it becomes personal. Do you understand where I'm going from?
Judgments and then you can
because it becomes personal. Because now you say, well, it's my boy. And you're doing this to my boy. But you have to look at it, boy, all right then, would you do that to this one? And if this one wasn't like this, would you do that? Because that commodity is exactly the same as that. So how are we going to work this one? So when we're coming from that way, it's like the club don't want to deal with you. Because now you're not talking as a parent because there's no emotion. Because when you talk with emotion, it's the easiest way to get you out. You get what I mean? Because can't deal with him, mate. He's too emotional, bruv. Like he's all raising his voice. Like, we'll get him out.
We'll play into their hands.
Trust me.
And that's it. How it's a bit. I get where you're coming from with that half of it because it becomes difficult.
100%. It's tough because there's so many different situations that an agent that hasn't played football in wouldn't know what to do with a player, a young player that's in a certain situation because he's never been in football.
Never been in it, He just wants to hear figures and the length. And then you keep it moving. You
can bring in.
And on to the next one. Let's be honest, that's how it is. We know that already.
You got a year left.
Yeah, we know that already.
Oh, you've got a year left.
Yeah, we know that already.
It's a talking, you know?
So
the money.
Quickly, I wanted to touch on your sponsor. How did that come about?
Adidas.
The Adidas one,
before that, it was with Nike, with a guy called Brian Mould.
Okay.
He's
I know that name.
No, Brian Mould was at the City.
Yeah, he's the chief.
I remember that.
he used to work. He used to be that at Nike.
Okay.
So I was with them first. This was around the time with. Do you remember the first vapors, Mercurials?
Yeah, of course.
They were like two-tone.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then Henri used to wear them in red.
Red and white.
Yeah. So it was around them
mad
times.
little lines on the side.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, it was
That's
around
when
them times.
they made the
gold,
green,
they're the gold
silver
pair.
for Ronaldo.
Yeah,
For
they're the gold
R9
pair.
Ronaldo. Yeah, I remember those.
Tough.
Yeah.
I bought those. I don't know why.
It was around that time.
Them are
You
lines.
didn't hear that, but go on.
The centre back thought he was a striker. But anyway,
No, you know what?
Anyway, we're talking to Owen now. We're not talking to Rooney anymore. We're talking to Owen. All right.
I don't know why I said that. I just dropped myself in it. Yeah, keep my mouth shut. But yeah, go on. Like,
it was around them times. So I had meetings with them, went up there and met them and whatever, and then I can't remember how Adidas came about, but then they got in contact and I went up to their they got like a warehouse where they send all their stuff from for players that are sponsored. So I went up there in it was in Stockport. I went up there and met the guys, and they had you know, like the Sainsbury's shopping trolleys, you know, where you put the baby in.
yeah.
They handed me one of them, and then I just went around putting loads of stuff in.
Christmas came early, boy.
Literally, and then every 3 months, there used to be like big massive boxes of like kit and
that's how it is now, to be fair, but yeah.
And I used to give like to Gabe, Ian, all my friends, all the stuff.
The man that was loving it.
It
Yeah.
Oh, you got that in the lodge. Please tell me you got that in the size 8. Yeah, size 8.
How did that come to a close, and how did that come in?
You know what?
So what age did you get the Nike from?
Was that from when you got into Charlton?
It was a bit of both. Like when I wore the Adidas boots in that game, I wasn't officially signed then.
Okay.
It was like I was going between the two.
Yeah.
All right.
And just after I signed, like properly, that's when I went up. That's when I went to Adidas, and it was partly because at the time, I'm sure Tottenham were in Adidas as well. I'm sure Tottenham were in Adidas.
They have had Adidas.
Yeah.
And then after they went downhill, Pony and them ones there, and now they're holding weight now, Nike. But they were Adidas.
Yeah.
I remember, vaguely.
And their Kappa as well, yeah. But it was that was more what it was, and it was they offered me a longer contract than Nike, so it was basically based on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When you now you're heading into coaching, and you've got a set of boys there. Actually, first, before I even end it with that, would you, being in an academy, would you coach in an academy?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
You would.
Yeah. Well, I think I got a lot to learn though.
But eventually, would you want to? Yeah.
But just in terms of dealing with a different generation of people.
Yeah. In
Like,
terms of the ones above.
And the younger ones.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
You can't deal with them the same. Do you know what I mean?
What would be your ideal age? Like when you've got your badges and you think what would be your ideal age?
Somewhere like that.
Yeah. Would you want to do like a
16s?
first team ever? Like maybe when you think the experience comes?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like, yeah.
But stepping into an academy now,
Yeah.
you're saying you want youth team 16.
Yeah.
16s.
Why that age group?
Just because I feel like you can kind of, you know where they're at. Like if you're there, you're under 8s, 9s, 10s.
That's development.
Yeah, you're just, it's babysitting. Like,
It's
because it sounds harsh, but like that's what it is.
Because
up until a certain age.
Come on, 9 to, like me and Junior said, we did give it the breakdown. 9s, 10s, 11s, foundation phase.
Yeah.
Just do what you like.
Yeah.
Just enjoy football.
Yeah.
Really.
Yep.
Then we get to 30s, 40s, which is the
and then you can
development
start
stage.
to see if they're going to be players.
Yeah.
That's development
And
stage.
that's what I want to,
Around
then-
14, you start to see it.
you
start to see it,
like
yeah.
30, 40s is development
start
stage.
to see it.
They sponge onto things.
Yeah,
Bam, bam, bam.
yeah.
And then you get to the 15, 16, which I call money.
Yeah.
You understand?
That's when you can see if someone's going to do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Because now you can say, all right, we've got 5 there. Only 2 of them's going to bust.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've got 5 that we like, but 2 of them's going to bust.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to give us
Yeah.
That's the money. But that's 15, 16.
Yeah.
So I get where you're coming from.
Because the older you get, the less you have to weed out the shit. Of the, not, It sounds horrible, but like,
no.
do you know, like, it's like a sieve. Like the younger ones, as you get older, the more serious about football they're going to be because it's the money end.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think at them ages are because they're, you know that this is what you got to work with because, and you can see what they need, what they don't need, and you're basically, this is their pathway, and you're the one step below where they need to be.
Yes.
So I think them ages, I'd like to work with.
No, that's good, man. Quick fire question: who's the best player you've trained with?
Trained with?
Yeah, or you've played with, I should say, because training is part of playing. Isn't it?
Rooney.
Yeah, serious.
Yeah.
Did you
against? You said quick fire.
Fabregas.
Quick.
I was about to say something. You just said against.
I said obviously. You said for.
No, but it's the same topic, big man. What you against is different. That's good, man. Did you ever train with Defoe? What was Defoe like?
Bad.
Serious.
What, proper?
Yeah, man.
Sharp.
Him and Robbie Keane, yeah.
Serious.
Yeah.
Sharp.
What?
Yeah.
So you would put Rooney over Defoe?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
In finishing.
Wow. No, I'm just saying in terms of that. Oh, that's big. Who's the most underrated player you've played with?
Ledley King.
Yeah, I can believe that.
But everyone bigs up.
I can believe that.
If a man trains once a week, it could do what he does.
He's in.
Bro, literally.
Man said literally. Don't think it's a freak. That's the truth. Once a week. I didn't believe it though.
Nice.
And it was when you actually find out it's the wholehearted truth.
Yeah.
You couldn't
That's
do
big,
more.
Man. Can't leave it done.
Yeah, you couldn't
And
do
even
more.
when he's doing more, he's in pain when he's playing. Like,
You can
that's
but
crazy.
he's killing it.
What like the last question we always ask the guest who's in the hot seat is, what would you tell
What age are you thinking?
say 14? Because that's when
Would you say Tottenham?
No, that's when the transition happens.
No,
So we say 14.
but I'm saying, would you say, but remember that's Tottenham. Him going into Tottenham.
Yeah, but we're just gonna say 14 because it's the age of Charlton to Tottenham. So we just say 14.
Alright, cool.
So through what you've been through, what you've seen, what would you tell? What will be your advice for a 14-year-old Owen?
You looking at Owen and saying, boom.
You're you.
Yeah.
You're you.
Yeah.
So
you're seeing. So
you've got the hindsight now
Yeah.
of what's gone on, what you've seen. What would you tell him?
What are you telling?
Just to play the game in terms of play the game with people. Well, obviously the actual game, but just not to be so hot-headed and argumentative, and like play the game with people. If they're telling you something, even if you don't agree with it,
Go with it.
just
Handle it.
yeah. Even though I don't even do that now, but
No, but it's hard.
Yeah.
it's hard
What
to
you're
suck
saying
eggs.
is hard though.
Yeah.
But
Because a lot of us, just like yourself, are coming from an environment where man don't talk to me like that.
yeah,
And man don't deal with me like that.
Yeah.
And if you deal with me good, I deal with you right.
Yeah,
right, yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
That's the environment we're coming from. So when you now going into a new environment and you're looking and thinking, bro, my man's treating me a bit funny.
Yeah.
Man. I don't
In
even
front of
understand
people
what-
as well. Like,
Yeah.
So then
They're handing you
that's
away.
even worse because now we're talking about embarrassment.
yeah.
So I don't know a man out here that can handle embarrassment like that. So imagine being a kid and having to deal with that as well.
Definitely.
So that's what I'm saying.
they're the small things, but like they're the little things that they will try and trigger you off, like press your buttons and
Of course.
And
And once they've sussed something, once they've
keep doing
seen
it.
something, they're thinking, I know I'm gonna get him now, and it irks me because I'm thinking you're just setting him up to fail. Like, why would you want to do that?
That's British mentality.
Like, why would you want to do that? You know how he's gonna be. It's like, and you know what? It takes it back to school as well. Yeah. It's like even when we're in school, and we reacted a certain way because we were getting treated a certain way. But you're an idiot because you know we're gonna react like that. So why would you want to do it? Yeah. And then you now want to saying all sorts of nonsense after. But when I look back at it, and you know, those like certain teachers that will say you're never going to be anything career, and we kind of fell into that trap. Yeah. And it just kind of goes back to coaching, innit? As you said, we're young, we're sponges, so we take in certain things. So if you say something, you do something, you take in everything.
If they say the good or the bad, you're never going to make
kids do what they see. So especially with football. So if you're now putting your arm around and doing certain things, you're going to be a bit receptive. You think, all right, cool. Yeah, I know I'm going to do this now. You know what I'm saying? But then if you're like, as you said, shouting and saying something embarrassing in front and you are picking him up, you're thinking, hold on a second, bro, you really think I want to be here? You know what I'm saying? I'm embarrassed. I want the whole to swallow me up. Do you know what I'm saying? And you're still talking, and I might just want to bang you in your face because you're talking mad right now. Do you know what I mean? And that's the rage that's coming out.
That's where...
Then I want to come training the next day with rage. You're not playing me. I'm raged.
No, but that's where
you're dropping me. I'm raised. You know what I mean?
That's like where we as people, in the sense of footballers and in general, have to understand that there will be coaches like that. Yeah. Wholeheartedly. I remember sitting in the car with the boy, and we're sitting in the car and he's saying, "Man, I don't like me." Yeah. Straight away, and I'm saying, "Can you answer why?" He's on me more than everyone else. I said, hold on. He's on you more than everyone else. But is he giving you wrong information? No. I goes, when he's giving you that information, is he onto you because you're not doing enough, or is he just onto you? My man sat there for a hot minute and went, well, it's a bit of both, you know, Dad.
So then he could like him more than he likes him.
Yeah. So I've said, but couldn't we look at it on the other side? That he's pushing you because he sees something within you. So he's on you now because he can actually see that you're receptive to it. But what you've now done is gone, no, and threw your toys at your pram and said, no. And I said, no, easy, because you don't know how this one works.
Yeah. But then it's deeper than that, because then it could be, well, that's what he's used to all the time in terms of being in school. And So then he's just, he's another one.
Yes. So, I get that.
And that's a whole nother thing. But
but it's the truth though. Because you're talking about everything, environment, school, football, and how he is perceived as that person. 100%. I get that. I'm with you there.
Owen, listen, it's been a pleasure. I really appreciate it, man. Listen, some insightful information there. I wish you all the best with, your future endeavours.
Thank you.
Whether it's coaching, whether it's player representation, I know you're going to fulfill it to the best of your ability. And man, listen.
Oh, thanks. 100%.
It's been real, man.
Yeah, man. I really appreciate it.
No, I appreciate this.
Trust me.
I appreciate this more.
I'm glad on the inside. I didn't know that you gave certain man free trainers, but it is what it is.
This guy is touched, We started with the marriage.
It is what it is.
Now we're going to the man getting free Adidas.
It's free trainers.
You understand? My man looks like he's a size 12, and my man looks like he's a size 7.
I'm a 13, to be fair.
See? Man's a 13.
I think man's the same size as me.
I have to give you 2 trainers for 1 foot.
He's giving him 2 boxes.
No, but it's been love, man. Really appreciate it, man. And wish you all the best with everything.
Appreciate it.
Chronicles of Football. Add us on all the socials. Or follow us on all the socials. #COF. Stay blessed. We've got a special one today.
No, we have.
We've actually got a special. I know we say that, but...
Early as I can remember, I think my mum would say from like 2-3 years of playing and kicking the football around. But so what my mum and my dad took me down to Hill Boys. That was the start of it, really. I remember being properly signed at Fulham in the midst of year 10. I've left Fulham. Little thing, don't wear white boots. Using the outside of my boot, don't use that. I had a Mohican. Told me to cut it off. When a problem happens, Dom. At football, Dom. When I look about my career, things like that started early with me, man. Done a week at Man United, went into Chelsea's, Arsenal, Tottenham. West Ham's come out. On paper, West Ham has the best chance to bring through a youngster at the time. Junior Stanislav, Freddie Sears, Zavon. Zola was in charge. It would never work at West Ham. I was a completely different animal to my teammates at West Ham. I'm in the papers, Charlton, Wolves, Rotherham, Birmingham. Grimsby. But for me, I can't speak. I know this is everything. This was my way of paying my parents back. Let me retire them. I can't give you anything, and that hurts me in itself because I know I should have, and I know I could have. Where I'm at mentally, you might see a side of me that I've been holding back for years.